year, the 12th of Tammuz, marks the Hilul of a very famous Greek rabbi. His name was Rabbi Chaim Avraham Gatinyo. Zecher Tzadik Libracha, very great rabbi of his time. I believe he passed away around the year 1711, 1712, somewhere in the early 1700s realms of itself. Now, he actually came from great rabbinic auspices. I believe his father was a famous rabbi, Chaim ben Avisti, a rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before in this series. Remember, the Ben Avisti family was a rabbinic dynasty. I believe Rabbi Ben Avisti, his father, actually lived between the years 1603 to 1673. He was one of the great Poseks, Jewish, let's say, rulers in Istanbul in his time. He was Posek Halacha in Izmir. He was author, his father was Knesset Agdola, really great book, which was actually based on the Arba Turim. He passed away himself, I believe, in the year 1673, and wrote other works also, including the Ba'ai Chayai, Dinah, Dachai, Pesach, Ma'ubin, and the Chimra B'chayai, respectively. He actually happened to be, his father, a Talmud of Rabbi Yosef Martani, Rabbi Yosef Samiga, and Rabbi Tzemach Groboni. Really, really great rabbi. So you can see the pedigree that Rabbi Chaim actually came from. Now, his son would also be a Rabbi Ben Avisti, Rabbi Shlomo. I believe his son was Rabbi Ben Avisti Mir Ka'ado, another great rabbi we've spoken about, I believe, on various occasions before. I think we mentioned him only a few weeks ago. He was one of the, as I say, one of the great rabbis also of his time in Greece. Okay, so he was actually a Talmud also of the famous Rabbi Shlomo Amriolo, who happened to be the author of the Kerem Shlomo, that book. His rabbi actually was so great. There's extensive writings in regards to Rav Shlomo. He, I believe, he was at a time period in Greece where, let's say, it was a golden age era. He would author also the book called the Pnei Shlomo, and he was so great. He was only 21 years of age when he was appointed as a rabbi of the congregation of Besloniki. And remember, at that point in time, Besloniki was like a bastion of Torah study all across the world. Now, it's interesting. Rabbi Chaim Avraham Gatinyo was very well known for his great humility, as they say, Anban To, and he was very, very straight in everything that he did. He would become appointed the head of the Jewish court, the Rosh Av Bet Din over there, and the rabbi of the congregation also of Besloniki, really standing on the shoulders of giants and really improving and becoming great at the same time. Let's explore his two colossal works he would leave us. One of the works was called the Tirat Kesef, which I believe was published in the year 1736. It was a very, very extensive work. I think it was printed in Besloniki. It consisted of as many as 640 pages, this book did. It was one of the great rabbis of its time, and I recommend everyone to learn more within regards to it. I think actually it's mentioned inside the book, Rabbi Avraham Gatinyo, respectively. Another one of his books, which he was outstanding and famous for, was a book called the Tzoror HaKesef, or Shut. It was a She'elot Shubat, question answers book. This comprised of, I think it was printed in the year 1756. It might have been printed after he passed away, I believe, of Rabbi Avraham Gatinyo, respectively. This would consist of 286 pages, and it was questions and answers, especially concentrating on Achronim, the great rabbis of Greece, and obviously being printed late 18th century in Besloniki. That's where, let's just say, there was a real printing body at that stage in time all across the world, and I recommend everyone to look into that book also. So he was a great rabbi of his time. I recommend everyone to light candles in his memory, and it was a famous rabbinic dynasty that they actually came from, because much was actually related. Remember, Greece, especially in early 1700s or late 1600s, also in the mid to late 1700s, was probably one of the main centers across the world of Torah study, and he very much epitomized, a great, hugely, vastly great Torah learnings that was actually taking place in that golden age era. So I recommend everyone to light candles in his memory. I recommend everyone also to look at the book, the Tirat Kesef. I think you can actually find something in Google. I think it was actually reprinted on many occasions. I think most recently, in the year 1989, Rabbi Yitzchak Barach would actually print it. I think it was actually also based on various midrashim or sermons on the various different order of the Torah, respectively. So much can be said about it. Now, friends, we're a community here. We're learning about famous rabbis of yesteryear. We're trying to explore some of the rabbis of Greece. Happens to be also his Hilula here on the 12th of Tammuz. Don't forget to light candles in his memory. If you descend from any of these great rabbis we're speaking about, send me an email. I would love to hear more information. If anyone's interested in watching these videos, please share these videos to other people. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're nearing 7,000 subscribers. So please subscribe and take care and have a great day.